The Jets just started a full-on fire sale today at the trade deadline for the NFL. For those who don't know that, today was the NFL trade deadline, and boy, have we got some big moves that were made, and the center of the attention is none other than the New York Jets. Now, before I get to the video, I do want to say, you're going to enjoy this video, so go ahead and leave a like on the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel before I even dive into these trades and the deals that were made today. You're going to like the video. If you like this video, you're going to like my previous video, so go ahead and tap in, but let's get back to the video. Boom! So, as I was saying, right, the Jets have made two huge trades. They traded away Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts, and then they come back and trade away Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, in terms of the Jets, this isn't that surprising, right? Like, we know how great Sauce Gardner is. We know how great Quinnen Williams is. I mean, Sauce Gardner, probably one of the best value picks that a team could ever get, right? He came to the NFL, immediately was an all-pro type of player, eventually to a Defensive Player of the Year type of player, and he has been amazing ever since he has came into the NFL. Like, plain and simple. Now, it is fair to say, like, the past couple of years, it hasn't been the best. It seems like teams have kind of been able to pick up on how physical he is, how aggressive he is as a cornerback, and he's giving up some big plays, but nonetheless, Sauce Gardner is still a very quality starting cornerback in the NFL. And as for Quinnen Williams, I don't really have to say too much. One of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. You might have him as the best. You definitely top 3, top 5, right? He has been one of the most disruptive, one of the most impactful interior D linemen in the entire NFL for really his whole career, right? Like, ever since coming from Bama, he has been like that. You know what I'm saying? So that instance, when talking about them, it makes sense. But the Jets weren't good. Plain and simple, bro. The Jets were not good. And it was time to kind of maximize on their trade value for these players, especially considering that you have Aaron Glenn. You have a team that clearly is in more of a rebuilding mode. And as much as you like Sauce Gardner, as much as you like Quinnen Williams, go ahead and get some first-round picks for him. Now, if we're going into the Sauce Gardner trade, then the first details for a Sauce Gardner trade are pretty simple, right? They trade him to the Colts. The Colts get Sauce Gardner. That's it. And the Jets get 2026 first-round pick, 2027 first-round pick, and wide receiver A.D. Mitchell. Now, this is huge, right? 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner is amazing. Anytime you get a first-round pick and in the NFL that you can pair alongside your own first-round pick, that gives you higher odds when you're rebuilding team to get the guy on that team, it's phenomenal. And they got 2 of them for not only 2026 but 2027. And if I'm the Jets, I really like this. This is probably the best that you could get for Sauce Gardner, right? Especially like with Sauce Gardner's value kind of tanking, you know, the last couple of seasons. This is probably the best value. I mean, 2 first-round picks, and then you get A.D. Mitchell to buy low on. A.D. Mitchell is a guy who, I mean, in Indianapolis, it just has not working out like how everybody would have hoped. He's had some flashes. He's had some things that you can look at and you can see potential in it, but overall, he hasn't really been the most inspiring. You know, there hasn't been too much stuff that, you know, warranted him to be secure in his team. So go ahead, give him to the Jets. The Jets literally have nothing to lose. If he's bad, they can get rid of him whenever. If he's good, and boom, you got somebody to pair next to Garrett Wilson, right? Boom. As for the Colts have been phenomenal. I mean, they're the number 1 seed in the AFC, something that I'm sure nobody saw happening. I'm sure nobody coming into the season was like, you know what? The Colts are going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. I know I didn't think that. And yet and still, Shane Steichen has Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor coming out here balling. Like, they have been phenomenal, and their offense has been one of the best offenses in the NFL. Now, the defense, right? Secondary-wise, they have not been very good. They've been atrocious. When it comes to passing yards per game that they're allowing, they're 26 in the league. When it comes to third down defense, they're 29th. As teams are converting 46% of the time. Passing yards per game outside numbers, last in the NFL. Completion percentage on throws of 20-plus air yards, 44%, 26 in the NFL. Now, who better to have on your team to shut all of that down than none other than Sauce Gardner? When your secondary is doing numbers like this, you need to get a impactful corner on your team who can sit up here and control some of this, right? I'm sure they're not going to be last in the NFL in passing yards per game outside of numbers because that's kind of where Sauce Gardner gets his bread and butter. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that is going to be really good for the Colts. And honestly, when it comes to both teams, I really like this move for both of them. Personally, I really love this move for both teams. I feel like the Colts, they get a lot of value and they can kind of go all in and possibly maybe they're going to make a run towards the Super Bowl. I mean, they're number one in the conference, and the NFL is as wide open as it is. Maybe you can make a run towards the Super Bowl. Who knows? This is definitely a move to try and do it, and that's for the Jets. Like I said, I mean, 2 first-round picks. You get A.D. Mitchell. Good job. Now, the big trade, not to say the Sauce Gardner trade is not big, but the big trade, oh my goodness, Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, you know what's funny about this whole thing, bro? Dallas was literally looking to get Quinnen Williams when that whole Michael Parsons thing was going on. Like, they were going to trade Michael Parsons for Quinnen Williams. That is what that was one of the people that Jerry Jones was looking at when it was like, okay, we gotta get Mike out of here because we don't pay him our money. The funny thing is, like, you're paying Quinnen Williams a boatload of money too. Like, you would have had to pay Micah, but it is what it is. As for the Jets sit up here and they get a 2026 second round pick, 2027 first round pick, and Mozzie Smith. And all they gave up was Quinnen Williams. And I mean, this is another trade where, look, bro, you're getting a lot of assets. You're getting a 2026 a second round pick in NFL. I mean, depending on where it is, it's almost as good as a first round pick. There are a lot of gems still there in the second round. There are a lot of gems even in the third round, right? So get a 2026 second round pick and another 2027 first round pick. So now the Jets have 3 first round picks in 2027. Will they make a trade? Will they use them? Who knows? But 3 first-round picks in a singular draft is kind of insane in the NFL. Then you have another second-round pick to go with your 2020. Yeah, another second-round pick to go along with your other second-round pick in 2026. So, I mean, it's another thing, bro. You maximize your value for an all-pro, Quinnen Williams, right? I mean, it's really nothing much to say. You know, he was really good, but it was just time for, you know what I'm saying, you to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Now, as for Dallas, it's quite hilarious. This is a good trade for the Cowboys. Like, I'm not going to lie. I generally cannot hate on this trade for the Cowboys. You got Quinnen Williams. You give up a second-round pick and first-round pick. Worthy sacrifice for somebody who's been a Pro Bowler the last couple seasons and is a perennial All-Pro defensive tackle in the NFL. And you give up Mozzie Smith, who has been not good for y'all at all. He's not been good. Like, you gave up exactly who you needed to give up for Quinnen Williams. Like, this is a good trade for Dallas. It's just hilarious. Now you have Quinnen Williams, you have Kenny Clark, and you have Donovan Ezra-Rocker, who has been playing really well for the Cowboys so far this season, all on one defensive line. Pretty good trade from Dallas, I'm not going to lie, bro. Especially after getting Logan Wilson earlier today, and Jerry Jones talked all this smack like, yo, I got some moves going on. I got some things in the works. And, I mean, Logan Wilson is a good move. Quinnen Williams is another good move. The Cowboys defense that, I mean, trust me, they need way more help than just on the front line. Like, Quinnen Williams is not going to eliminate all the problems for this Cowboys defense. However, he's definitely going to help. I mean, anytime you get some more pressure coming up the middle to kind of offset some of the struggles that you're having in that secondary, you're going to take it 100%, right? Like, you're going to take this 100% of the time. And I have to applaud Jerry. I mean, like, it's kind of dumb because you probably could have, with what you gave up, you probably could have paired him with Micah. However, I'm not going to complain about you getting him on the team anyway. Like I said, Donovan Ezra-Rocker has looked really good. Kenny Clark is Kenny Clark. You still have him. I mean, good move, Cowboys. Like, I don't really know what to say. Your defense has needed help all season because your offense has been amazing, but y'all aren't good because your defense can't stop. They couldn't stop. I don't think they can stop a JV high school team at this point. But, hey, man, good trade, bro. And, you know, for the Jets, it's just really good on maximizing your value for both of these players. To be able to maximize your value and get all of these picks back, which is something I don't think I've seen this a whole lot. Honestly, in NFL, where a team will get this many picks. I mean, the Jets have 3 first-round picks in 2027. Do you know how insane that is? I don't think I've ever seen that in my lifetime as an NFL fan. But nonetheless, really good on the Jets. And I don't know, bro. This was a crazy little deadline for New York. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen too many other like big name trades go down, but this is huge, bro. So yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because if you like this video, you're gonna like some of my other videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drop more football content. So boom. So y'all just stay tuned for that. But I mean, that's all I got. Until next time, peace.
Jack closer.